Joy friends, welcome to this very special happy mail. And when I say special, special does not even truly begin to describe the way I feel, the emotions that came as I unboxed this unexpected, very much of a surprise happy mail. And it came from our sweet yarny sister, my dear friend Margie from Margie's Crafty Corner. And when I say surprise, like I had no idea it was coming until just before it arrived. She said, you should be expecting something in the mail. And with my crazy busy schedule, I completely even forgot over those couple days. And when it came and I began to open it, I can't even begin to express truly the emotions that came as I opened it. And I wish now to some degree that I had opened it with you guys. But then on the other hand, I'm so glad I didn't, because I was a beautiful mess. And when I say that, it really brought me to tears. It touched my heart in a very deep and profound way. So with all that being said, let me just show you what I received and what my son received, and then you'll understand why I was blessed the way I was. All right, first off, I got this beautiful card, and it is done in purple, and if you look closely, you can see a butterfly on it. So two of my favorite things, purple and butterflies, but even another thing that is one of my favorites, it's homemade. She made it herself. And in fact, on the back, she wrote, handmade by Margie's Crafty Corner. And if you don't know anything about me, know that handmade, homemade gifts that are made from the heart, that take time to make, means so much more to me than anything you could buy store-bought. But she says, Cynthia, as I was finishing the shawl, it came to me that it belongs to you. Whenever you wear it, just know that I'm giving you a big hug. I'm so grateful for your friendship and honesty. Love you much, sis. Margie Gibbs. You guys, this shawl is beautiful. And I will tell you, it has been a few minutes since I received it, so I have worn it twice as a shawl, and I actually wore it once as kind of like a shawlette, scarf around my neck. But oh my gosh, this is so, so beautiful. But look at this. Isn't this just beautiful? And I absolutely love it. Take in those colors. They are so, so pretty. Margie did a phenomenal job. I absolutely love it and will continue to cherish it. All right. Then, if that wasn't enough, roll out my chair. If that wasn't enough, then she had a little note. And by the way, this came in my card, and it is her sticker. So I'm going to wait and find the right place to put that to preserve it. I asked my son if I could get these back just long enough to do this video. So I definitely want to get it done and get it back to him, because I know how much they mean to him. But she tucked in a little note and says, please give to Andrew from me with all my love. And she made some handmade bookmarks for him. And this is the first one. And it says, you deserve good things. Today holds so much more goodness than you realize. Sure, there are only 24 hours in a day, but that still leaves time to count blessings, time to soak up the beauty all around you, time to take a breath or a first step, time to let go of disappointments and dream new dreams, time to be happy. And the next one is a moment for you. Isn't that pretty? And it says, you're in charge. Many decisions we face aren't easy, and some can even seem impossible. Although there may not be a perfect choice, there's always a best choice. Once you can feel positive about or at peace with, one that moves you forward, and you have the power to make that choice for you. And then the last one also says, a moment for you. And it says, you're so much better than good enough. Maybe it's second nature for you to downplay all the gifts you were born with and the strengths you've developed, but there's nothing second best or so-so about you. You're a one-of-a-kind, awesome, and 100% special, really. And so, you guys, I don't know which one touched me the most, but they touched me so deeply and so profoundly. One, the fact that, I ended up being the recipient of one of her beautiful and gorgeous shawls. And when I do wear it, I do feel wrapped in love. And I do feel like I'm getting a great big hug or nug around the neck from Margie. But as a mom, we always care for our kids. And as many of you know, Andrew has been through a really tough time the end of last year and the beginning of this year. And while I know his journey is not over, and I know that God's plan for him is just beginning, I'm so grateful that God is still the author of not only his story, my story, and all of your stories, but the love and the outpour of prayers and encouragement and kind words that Andrew has received, even though many of you don't even know what that journey has been for him, has been just so profoundly outstanding and has really, really touched his young heart. And so when I opened it and saw these for Andrew, as a mother, I cried deep, because sometimes hearing things, from a parent is one thing, and it has an impact, both good and sometimes not so good. But when a complete stranger to you, can say something that deep in your heart, but you're struggling to believe, it really has boosted his self-esteem. It has truly helped him close a chapter and open a new one. It has given him that motivation to take the next step. And so I didn't mean for this beautiful happy mail to turn into something so profound and deep, but Margie, I just want you to know just how much of an impact that you have had on Andrew's life, just with this simple but thoughtful and heartwarming and homemade gift that you gave to him. I know you and I've talked since I've received this, and you already know the blessings that you have given him, both verbally and non-verbally. But I'm going to also mention in this video that I am planning to do a special live that shares more about Andrew's journey and where he's been and where he is now. And if you have watched this all the way through and have gotten to this part, if you would like to be a part of that live, it will not air on YouTube. It will be a private live. It will be this Saturday, and I will be hosting this live at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you just need to email me for a link, and I'll send you a link. But yeah, it'll be a very, very brief live. It'll just be basically, again, sharing his journey, where he's been and where he is now. And I have asked him to join me. He was going to, but then all of a sudden he just felt like, since he had already kind of closed that chapter, that it might be best for him if he just continues moving forward and focusing forward. And I completely understand and respect that. I'm just so grateful that he has given me this opportunity to be hot about his journey, his testimony, which is humble, open, and transparent. So, anyway, all right. Thank you again, Margie, for all the love and the grace and the kindness that you continually extend my family. But most importantly, I thank you and value our friendship. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Take care. Nugs and joy. Mwah. Be joyful. Stay crafty in your own way. Make your own joyful creations. And above everything else, please remember that you are important and you are loved.